Greetings, YouTube. Shout out to Derek Whalen and Aegon and others who have sent this to me before we get to our evaluation of the current, shall we say, market for what 5 and 6 star shards are being priced at for uncollected players. This is just a plea to uncollected players. I have a plea to uncollected players. That's going to be the title of this video. It's actually a breakdown of your offer, but uncollected before Wallet Breaker came into the contest as the newest progression level. You all were already second and third class citizens in this game. You were being lumped in on special days like July 4th and Cyber Weekends with everybody else. And surely you know that you have the same Grandmaster Daily Special at Uncollected as people at level 5 do. And of course, if you're level 5 and you mainly have 1 and 2 star champs, then great. This is amazing. But if you're uncollected, you're not really having any advantage besides getting to spend $50 for early access bundles that are still the most overpriced and overrated things given how pathetic the drop rates are. So my plea to you, whenever you start to think about purchasing, especially cash on an offer as an uncollected player, is to, if you've got the money, put the money into revives and figure out how you can become Cavalier. And of course, Cavalier players are saying, but Prof, we're the new uncollected. I know. But at least right now, and this will change by the end of the summer, I'm sure. Right now, Wallet Breaker, aka Paragon, even though I hate that word and just doesn't roll off the tongue to me well. I think Wallet Breaker is just so much more accurate. Paragon has not had yet this month any exclusive offers that Throne Breakers didn't have. And most of the time, like today, the Hero Shard bundles still cut off at Cavalier. You got to realize that most of the players in the game are not Wallet Breakers. They're Throne Breakers or Cavalier players or Uncollected. So when Kabam does a Wallet Breaker exclusive offer, it literally cuts out the other progression levels. And on top of that, those progression levels may be tempted to buy it, and then they'll go to my channel and they'll see what offer I got, and they'll be ticked off at Kabam for what they see as gypping them, especially if you're like a Cavalier player and it goes from seeing what Throne Breakers and Wallet Breakers get with Tier 5 class Catalyst selectors versus what you get, which is often lucky enough to get half the percent of the selector we get, and it's in the form of a RNG dependent crystal. It costs Kabam money because when you anger your player base, they don't swipe their credit card. So Kabam is not going to all of a sudden stop giving Cavalier cutoff offers because they would be cutting off a large amount of their player base from making a profit. So I still think, despite the fact that Cavalier is now the third best progression level, we will see more often than not Cavalier as the cutoff. This is also true because we've yet to see Thronebreaker crystals. We still have Cavalier crystals as the best crystals to buy, featured Cavalier crystals and regular Cavalier crystals. And we haven't had an announcement that Thronebreaker crystals are coming into the game. Maybe it'll be by the end of the summer, maybe it'll be by the end of the year, maybe it won't be until next year. That would be kind of bizarre. But regardless, I think the notion that Cavalier is the new Uncollected, at this moment at least, is overspoken and oversimplified. It is just not true. And I still think maybe it'll change after July 4th when more Thronebreaker players, thanks to hundreds and hundreds of dollars of offers, have a chance to take another 6-star or maybe 2 to rank 4. After that, maybe it'll become more common. But right now, it's not in their financial best interest to make the cutoffs just Thronebreaker and above. So Cavalier players, while I want you to become Thronebreakers as quickly as possible, and I know some of you have also said you're not Thronebreaker because you don't trust the game will actually work to not be bugged when you try to complete Act 6, I think it's as good as it's going to get. You just got to do it. You just got to stop making excuses for why you can't do it, and you just got to use Unit Man or whatever it takes. I'm not trying to be unempathetic or unsympathetic. I'm just saying the day to wait is past. I do think Uncollected, that title is worthless now for so many reasons. And I'm not trying to sound insensitive to those players either. I'm just telling you like it is. If it sounds harsh, it's because I just view it as reality. Sometimes the truth hurts, and Uncollected players have already been mistreated before now. Now it's just pathetic. And that brings us to the pathetic price of $9.99 right now. Let's just do some basic math. So if we're going to do a euro to dollar conversion, euros, which apparently have been dropping fairly significantly in last month, are still worth more than $1. Now it's down to 104. I remember when it used to be like almost 2 to 1. So those of you across the pond, I don't think the dollar has strengthened so much as your currency has weakened, which is not good. Sorry about that. I mean, I guess it's good if you're a U.S. member traveling to Europe, but for our across the pond folk, you want their currency to stay strong. You want anyone's currency to stay strong where they live in. Okay, so regardless, you're now getting a 1-to-1 trade in again. It used to be like 1.3, but then they moved again from Google Play and kabam. So because of this, let's just say it's $10. If you buy all 10, if you spend $100, that gets you half a 6-star. So uncollected members are still being charged $200 on average for a 6-star Iron Fist, most likely. So the bottom line is this, and shout out to Kakulane. Bottom line is this: take that $10 or $50 or $100 and do whatever you can do to become Cavalier. You're going to be so much more thankful, and you're going to have so much better value. This same $10 that got you 500 6-star shards is going to get you 4 Cavalier Nexus crystals on a day that Kabam actually wants to make some money. And now that we know, again, that the Android China servers are shutting down on May 20th, a week from today, they're probably going to want more reasons to make some money, because I'm guessing that affects some percentage of their profit, even if it's less than 1%. So there you have it. That's my plea to uncollected players. Your title is now worthless. Sounds harsh, but you got to become Cavalier at minimum, or risk being left behind.